So guys, what's going on? So here's something I figured I'd share. So I'm at this pinball arcade show last week, and there were people just selling all sorts of different stuff. And this guy had two brand new Arcade1Up countercades. That's where I was. I was at a show called Pinfest, which is a pinball show and video games, and this was in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It's a nice show, great show. And there was a guy that was selling two Arcade1Ups. They were both Gallagher's. He had them in the box. They were brand new. He was selling them for $125. And so I'm looking at them, and I like to talk to the people, and I said to the guy, I said, so, what's the lowest you go? And he goes, oh, this is just like the real thing. There's a Gallagher machine over there, and this is the same one as the machine and all this stuff. And I said, yeah, okay, it is what it is. I said, well, let me ask you a question. I said, if I was going to buy this off of you cash, what would you take? I said, be for real. He goes, I don't know, give me like 110. I said, what if I give you 80? Would you take it? He goes, oh, well, I paid more than that for this. I said, you paid more than that for this? He goes, yeah. I said, well, what'd you pay? I said, I'm curious. He goes, I paid 100. So I said, you paid 100 and you're selling them for 125. He goes, yeah, I figured I'd make a quick $25. So I said, let's say I bought both of them off of you. I'll take both, 1 and 2. I said, would you sell them for $225? So you're making a $25 profit, for the two of them instead of, I guess, $25 profit for each one. He goes, I don't know, come back later and I'll see, I'm not sure. People are interested. They're looking at it. Now, granted, at this show, there's all sorts of different things. You can find machines that are all different ranges. They're all different prices. And I went back at the end of the day. I was only there for one day, and those two Arcade1Ups were still there. And I said, you sure you don't want $80? And he was just like, no. So I feel he must have bought them for the $100 that they were selling for. I seen them online. I seen them in a couple of stores where those countercades were selling for $100. Now, they were different. One of the countercades had a Gallagher and a Gallagher 88, and then the other countercade, I think, had a Gallagher and a Galaxian. So there were two different, I don't know exactly how these Arcade1Ups go with the way they're released. They had the same size screen. Now, I've seen these before, but I've never, that screen is a really small screen on that countercade. I mean, it's a small screen. I don't know what the dimension is. I just know that it's small. But, I mean, they seem nice enough. I don't know if I spend $100 or $125 on it, but, he had those two. I don't think anybody bought them. I wasn't buying them. And if you looked around this place hard enough, you could get a deal. And that's it. So I figured I'd share it. I know people like to hear about, Arcade1Up and all sorts of stuff like that. Well, there's an Arcade1Up story. If you know anything more about this or you have any of these countercades, please leave a comment below. I love to read your comments. As always, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe. God bless you guys, and I will talk to you guys later.